If you are doing the same task over and over again in your business, there's something that you obviously need to automate it. The question is what? Now, before we hop into the video and talk more about what it requires to scale your business, welcome back to the channel. My name is Soren. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach tons of new people every single week and help them build their businesses as well. And I just take a lot of passion in sharing what I have learned in my journey as an entrepreneur. Now, jumping in, like I said, you need to automate that process in your business if you're doing something repeatedly, aka 2 or 3 times, like sending invoices or emails or things in your marketing. It all just depends. But there are really 3 things that you need to go over if you want to scale your business. And I'm really talking for the online service provider that's around $5,000 to $10,000 a month. If you want to get into the $10,000 to $20,000 a month, these are things you really need to pick up on and do. Because sure, if you're a social media manager or you're a VA or you're a number of things online, you can do a lot of stuff poorly and still work 40 to 80 hours a week and make between $5,000 to $10,000 a month. But for you to really scale, you have to do things extremely well and efficiently. So the first thing you really need to do is you need to understand your pricing and how that is going to play into you getting to those larger 5-digit months. You need to figure out how many customers you have at those whatever package levels you have, whatever programs you have to convert into the amount of revenue you want to achieve every single month. And you need to build a spreadsheet out where you can play with these different numbers, figure out how many people you need in each program or in each offer or in each service you provide. And that is what you need to understand to really get to the 5-figure months. If you're charging $100 for a 4-week coaching session, you're going to need over 100 people in it to make $10,000 a month off of that. Comparatively, if you raise your prices from $100 to $200, you only need 50 people in it, and so on and so forth. So it really matters what your pricing is, how many clients you currently have, because that is really going to determine what your monthly income is. And if you've maxed that out, if you've already maxed out the people you can serve with the time that you have or the time you want to put into the business, something has to change as far as your pricing goes, with your value proposition, or with your scalability and how many clients you can actually bring on, which brings us to our second point, because if you've already raised the prices as much as you can, you need to figure out how you can get more clients in there, which is automation and building a team. If you're doing something repeatedly, you need to figure out how you can streamline it, have it automated, use a program like Zapier or a VBA Excel program or a number of different resources. We live in the age of online automation. And figuring out how to automate the processes that you're doing in your business is going to be the key for you to succeed and to grow your business and to bring on a team. Bringing on a team is the best way for you also to scale your business and bring on more clients, because you only have 24 hours in the day no matter what. But if you bring on another employee, you've just added another 8 hours a day of work that someone else can take workload and stress off of you, and you can do what really matters, which is bringing in revenue to the business, which again, that goes back to the first step, knowing your pricing and how to create revenue in your business. Now, the third thing, once you kind of have the pricing and the automation worked out, is you need to know how to market your business. It's all in vain unless you can get enough leads in your sales funnel to convert into the number of clients you need to meet your revenue goals. When it comes down to marketing, you really need to understand what converts into clients. You can do that using Google Analytics. There's a bunch of other programs you can use. Google Analytics is free. It's relatively configurable and customizable. It is a little bit more complicated to use. It is something that if you don't want to spend a ton of time doing, you can hire a third-party agency to really set that up for you, so you can understand what platforms you're making money from as far as your marketing goes. If you're doing paid ads, you really need to know your numbers on that and determine, your ROI, your cost per click, and all of that. Otherwise, you're running ads in vain, and you're not going to be able to scale that efficiently. On top of that, you need to do A/B tests to make sure your ads are actually working really well. If you're using a marketing agency, they should be doing that for you. Now, if you're just doing organic content marketing, which is what I highly recommend, it is what my media agency works on doing, is organic content marketing. And it's a lot higher converting content than paid ads. It does require more work for you though, but it really creates an audience and more evergreen marketing, because people become a fan of who you are or who your business is and what you do. And if you're doing organic marketing through social media platforms like YouTube, like TikTok, like Instagram, or Pinterest, you really need to understand how much money you're making from each platform, what leads are coming in, how much traffic is coming in, and of that traffic, who actually converts into sales. Because you might get 4 times as much traffic from TikTok, but that only might convert at 5%, where you only get 1/4 of the traffic from Instagram, but it's converting at over 30% into sales because they have a more intimate connection with you and who you are as a business owner and entrepreneur and what you provide. Now, on top of that, as far as marketing goes, you need to have a thorough system and plan for what content you are creating and posting. This will help you be consistent and gain more views and build a more consistent following over the long run. If you can master these 3 things, I guarantee you're going to scale your business well into 5 figures and even over $20,000 and $30,000 a month if you can really fine-tune these and figure out what your value proposition is. If you think I missed something, please comment that down below. And be sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the channel. I'm coming out with new content weekly, and I would love to see you on the next video. Also, if you comment down below, I will reply. Thank you for watching and have a great day.